guys, this is Devil Survivor 45, and today I'm going to show you guys some cosplay tips that you can use that will help out for cosplay. Things that your storage, for one, and two, just things you can do with your cosplay. So I'm going to show you guys what I do with my cosplays, storage-wise. I'm going to show you guys how to, if you get a new cosplay from somewhere and you have that new cosplay smell, how to get rid of it. And, yeah! So first we're going to start out with things to do for a cosplay that has that really, really strong new smell of cosplay. If you buy cosplays that are made up of not real leather, but it looks like leather, sometimes you have that smell that comes with it. I believe that smell has to do, they do that with it because it helps, I think, for shipping. It might not be that, but there are some things that do that, like mothballs and things like that. So yeah, I'm going to show you guys how to get that scent out of your cosplay, because not a lot of people like going to conventions and having that smell on their cosplay. I have this problem because I got a new Ruby cosplay, which was in my last video for Anime Crossroads. Woo! So I'm doing this because I don't want it to smell like new cosplay. So I'm going to show you guys what to do. There are many different methods, but I'm going to show you guys how I do it, and hopefully it works for you. So you start out with a box, like I would get just a normal box. I'm using this because this is what I use to keep my wigs in, which will be for my next storage thing, which you guys will think is pretty chill. I got that one off of Pinterest. I learned this a couple years ago from a friend of mine at a convention, because my friend had problems with it, with their cosplay smelling like really, really strong stuff. So you put your cosplay in a box. You can do many different methods. Some people put car air fresheners in theirs. I use these things, and I believe they are called fragrance sachets. You can get these, I don't know where. Probably get them like at the Walmart or something like that. And they have a really, really strong smell to them that smells really good. I don't just use these for cosplays, I use these for drawers. They work really, really well. This one has vanilla. Yeah. And I put 3 of these because, one, I want to get the smell out as soon as possible because of how strong the smell is. I might do this to my normal cosplay box that I keep all my cosplays in, because they're getting really, really, like this one was in there for a while, so it has that really, really strong smell. I put one on this side that helps with this, and then I put one right here, and then I put one on the bottom. So as you can tell, this cosplay has a lot of this almost leather material. It's not real leather, but you know, it has that look. And then of course you have the silk, which has that really, really strong smell to it. So yeah, that's how you fix that problem. So let's go on to a wig storage. Not just wig heads, as you can tell, my Ruby wig laying over there, not on a wig head. Pretty chill, I know. So for wig storage, you can get these things that you can keep shoes in. Let me zoom out a bit for you. You've seen those at Walmart, I'm sure. This is where I keep most of my wigs. And if you get this, I would get the ones with this, because if you get like the ones that have the hardcover, your wigs aren't really ventilated. Not that that's a problem, it's just I don't like mine like that. And I mean, it really, really works. You can get the ones with the hooks too. I like these personally because they're in a pocket and they won't fall out if someone hits the door really, really hard or something. You can hang these on doors. It's really, really good wig storage, and it comes with a lot of pockets. As you can tell, I have 12 wigs in there, and I can still fit 12 more. So, yeah, that's pretty chill, because I wanted to get more room for my longer wigs that go on wig heads. So, that is that. Another cosplay tip you can you can use for cosplay is if you buy wigs, don't go buying so many wigs and not buying the costumes, because you think that, oh, I can make that, or you know, I'll make that later on, and then never getting to it, and then you have so many wigs and you don't have enough cosplays to go with them. I had this problem when I was younger. Back when I was 13, I was one of those where I closet cosplayed everything. I bought wigs for everything, but I never created costumes. I still have wigs that don't even have costumes to go with them. But I mean, that's okay if you want to do that, but you know, if you really, really want to do a cosplay, don't be like, oh, well, I'll get to that eventually. You want to push yourself to working on that, because you'll end up like me with my England cosplay, which took me a long time. I bought that like a year before I actually started working on it. And, so yeah. And, I mean, don't be like, oh, I have to go buy this cosplay because I don't have the skills to do it. I mean, you could find something at Goodwill. I mean, I'm a person that goes to Goodwill for things like that. I go to antique shops. My England cosplay is actually a 1960s English coat, overcoat that I bought that went down to like my knees, and it was really old and it was an antique, and they're like, take good care of this, but little did they know I cut it up and I turned it into a cosplay. So, I mean, you can do lots of things with cosplays. If you do like Homestuck cosplays, I used to do a lot of that, like my, sorry, my hand's getting tired. My, Dave cosplay, like shirts like this. I bought this one, but, you can do silk screens, or you can paint it by hand, you can do prints, iron-ons. There's a lot of things you can do if you just look stuff up. I was taught when I was little how to do silk screens because I live in a very, very art-styled family where my parents are both artists, so you know, you kind of learn stuff. And a lot of my cosplay shirts for things like that I do silk screens for, which does take a lot of time. If you've never done a silk screen and you want to try it, look up videos for it. I might post one on how to do it, but I don't know yet. So if you're doing like multiple color, I wouldn't do that for a first one, because when you do silk screens, you have to do one paint at a time, which means that you have to know exactly what you're doing, because you could ruin the shirt as easy as possible. And you know, there's a lot of things you have to do and be careful of, so I'll probably post something like that. Another thing you can do for cosplays is, if you get a cosplay, always get it slightly bigger. Even if it comes and it's like super big, it's so easy to fix it. Like, you could add little stitching to where it fits you. If you have a cosplay like my Ruby, if you looked at the back of my Ruby cosplay without that cape on, you'd be like, what the hell? Because my corset was too big for it, and the skirt that goes underneath was too big, so I had to edit that stuff. So yeah, I mean, and if you do cosplay, and if you're slightly bigger like me, who has, you know, a little bit of stomach there, don't feel like you can't cosplay something, because, I mean, I wear corsets and things like that for cosplay. I've done cosplays where, you know, you can see it, and I mean, it's not a big deal. Like, if you're insecure about your size, don't be, because it's cosplay and you can do whatever you want with cosplay. And a lot of people are out there that might criticize you for your cosplay. Don't even, because there's people like me out there who are like, oh my gosh, I love your cosplay. Like, I don't think it matters what gender, you know, size, race. It's just whatever you want to cosplay. It's, you know, there's people out there that want to cosplay something, they're like, oh, I can't cosplay that because, you know, I don't have the right size for it. I am a person that used to be like this. Now, if I want to cosplay something, I'm going to go cosplay it. Unless it's open stomach or something like that, because I'm not into that. So, thank you guys for watching my video. Help me get to 100 subscribers, because I'm going to do a 100 subscriber video. And I have more stuff coming up, more collabs, more gaming. So I'll see you guys then. Thank you for watching, and I hope this was a big help. If you have any questions, please comment down in the description. That was really fast.